This video is going to be a doozy, as I consider all my consoles my own children, and here's how I'm going to do this list. I'm going to be ranking on consoles based on how usable they are, and how many memories I put into them. Now real quick, I won't be including Atari Flashback, as I can't remove it. So with this, let's get it ranked. Number 10, NES. Now, don't hate me for putting this so low, but it takes a very long time to get working. I'm not saying I hate this thing. I mean, it works fine, but it just takes so long to get working, and it just doesn't really fit my standards in general, really. Number 9, Nintendo 64. Now, this thing actually properly works, but the reason why it's so low is that I don't really have a big library for it, and I can't really put a lot of memories into it if I don't have a big collection of games for the N64. But I may make an update list, and it may be higher here, but it isn't for certain yet. I'm still trying to acquire a good collection for the N64. It's a great console, though. Number 8, the Wii. Same thing with the N64. I don't really have a big collection of it, but it's higher than the N64 mainly because of its Wii Sports, yeah. And also, I apologize if I accidentally said number 7. Then it's actually number 8 on the list. So I apologize if I said 7 accidentally. But enough of that. Let's just get on to the next console on the list. The real number 7, SNES. Now this is actually the console I got on Christmas, and I actually managed to put a lot of memories into already the second I got it. I actually got a big collection of games for it. I played Tetris, Mario World, and Mario All Stars. It actually is a pretty decent console. And I got a good library for it. But the best part, that's gonna be its main gimmick in the console talk. Number 6, the Wii U. Now this console I got last year on Christmas, this thing is a gem. I absolutely love this thing. It's kind of like the Wii, but it has a lot more features that the Wii doesn't, like the game pad and whatnot. But the Wii overall just had better graphics. Well, wait, technically the Wii U had better graphics, but the Wii U had a better library of games, and the Wii U did poorly. But it wasn't the Wii U's fault, really. But the Minecraft memories, it's kind of why it's so high. Number 5, PS2 Slim Boy. The reason why it's kind of low is because I'm not really fond with its games. I'm not saying I hate it. Oh, no. This thing is a gem. But I'm not really fond with the game collection I have for it. But ATV Alpha Fury, it's okay. And I like it as it has PS1 compatibility, just in case my PS1 isn't reading the disc properly. I can still play my PS1 games on this thing. And also big chunky right there, but I'll get back to it later. And this concludes PS2 segment, so let's go on with the top 4 on the list. 4, the Switch. Now, the main reason why it's so low, subscription, hungry, garbage! Yes, I'm calling the Switch subscription hungry garbage! 3, PlayStation 1. This thing is a legend. I mean, the second I got this thing last year, I got this in 2023. But the second I got it, I fell in love with this thing. Like, this actually dethroned every single one of the other consoles. The second I got this thing is just beautiful. I love this PS1. I love it! But it doesn't compare to the top 2, but it makes the top 3 perfectly. Number 2, the Xbox 360. Taking Silver is the first 7th gen that started it all. I mean, this thing, I mean, the true game I really play on it is Plants vs Zombies, but this thing is so satisfying to play. I love its controller, and I might get Minecraft for this thing later on. But I think we all know who's in number 1. And that one is quite obvious. PlayStation 3, the number one console. I mean, this thing's a huge legend for its time. I mean, this thing was the thing that got me to the console legend I am today. So, if it weren't for this thing, we wouldn't have Console Talk or Red Teenage Productions as a whole. So, thank you to this thing for getting me to where I am today. Well, hot mama, was this a crazy list to make. It was actually fun going back into the history of consoles in my lifetime. And also, this was the recent, and this is the oldest console I actually owned. I mean, it got the Steam in 2023, and it's technically the oldest console I actually bought. It's the oldest one I bought. This one's the newest. You are too old.